Dann herzlich willkommen zur Pressekonferenz nach dem Heimspiel der Hamburg gegen Rhein Fire im Volksparkstadion. Heute am 14.07. mit 25.366 Zuschauern. Und ich würde sagen, das erste Wort geht direkt an unseren Gast. What would you say about the game? What's your statement about today's game?
The first thing I got to say is I got a lot of respect for all the players that were playing in the game today, because that was a hard-fought football game, and to watch the competition from the beginning to the end, and how hard all the players played on both teams, and the drive and to me that's what sport is, And sometimes you have a bad day. I've had them. All right, we've all had a bad day. Sometimes the ball bounces. That's why they have that saying. Sometimes the ball takes a funny bounce, But when you look at that game, the first pass down the middle of the field that gets caught, and we're talking about a whole lot of different things. So my true respect to Coach and his team and the players. The environment here was great. The fans were great, and I think you, on a day like today, you're proud to just be a part of it.
Thank you. Matt, what's your statement on today's game?
Yep, so obviously the ball bounce was funny for sure. The start of the game was a little rocky, and with our unit, we need to figure out how to start faster, right? I think the common theme of this year is slow starts and then try to chase them down at the end. When you play a team that's talented like Rhein Fire, you can't put yourself behind the sticks, right? So the energy is going to be there, the effort is going to be there, right? But this game rewards execution, and we got to get better at executing from the start to the finish of the game. But overall, there's going to be positives on that film, and we're going to go back to work tomorrow, regardless of what the result was.
Perfect, thank you. D'Angelo, it was your first time playing with the Hamburg and also the first time playing in our home stadium, the Volksparkstadion. How was today's game for you? How was the atmosphere for you like?
The atmosphere was amazing. I think the team, we talked about adversity and how we were going to handle that. Adversity was going to hit at some point today, and I'm just proud of this team. We could have easily sat there and pointed fingers and yelled at each other, and there was none of that. We were just a bunch of brothers on the sideline trying to figure it out. There was no screaming. Everybody's solution-based on the sideline trying to figure out the next drive. And I think there's a lot to be proud of. I know the score might not reflect that, but I think everybody here today can attest to, the competition level out there. And I'm just excited and happy to be back.
Thank you. Jaden, you have played here before, so it wasn't the first time for you to be here. Well, what would you say about today's game? What was the atmosphere like for you?
Yeah, atmosphere was great. People put on the stadium and the show and everything was awesome. I love to see football continue to develop in Europe, and to have these big stadium games, I think, helps grow the game for sure. For us as a team, our goal is to just continue to keep getting better week in and week out, and especially offensively, I think we've kind of had a slow start to the season, but the last few weeks we've started to click a little bit more and more. O-line and receivers and everybody are starting to become more cohesive, and as we tend towards this back half of our schedule, we just got to keep getting better week in and week out and be playing at our best as the season winds down. So really proud of the offensive line, running backs, all four receivers addressed today, scored a touchdown. Yasir scored a touchdown. So the team just continues to keep getting stronger, and we can't let up. Every day we got to keep getting better.
Perfect, thank you. Then I would just throw the ball right to you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Coach Jonathan, do you already know anything about Jonathan Clem's injury?
Yeah, for sure. I guess I'll hold off on that until we want to make an official announcement. Okay. But I do know, to answer your question.
Any more questions?
Matt, on my play sheet, I don't know if it's also unofficial, your team had 7 imports. I don't know if there is maybe a change of the status of Austin or Jane, but
Austin is a homegrown. Yeah, he was licensed as a homegrown.
And maybe also to, Jadron, before the game, also after coming into the stadium, your team was on the Cedar Woods logo. Was there any intention behind it, or was it just like maybe giving the Cedar Woods a bit of Rhein Fire?
No, nothing like that. I think that we just wanted to meet in the middle of the field. Our warm-up always ends with a punt, and Marlo sort of just caught the ball there. And then when they brought us out of the tunnel, we just ended up there. It wasn't any sign of disrespect or anything like that. It was a big logo, I guess, today, and we ended up on it. It wasn't intentional.
There you go, football. Now you're digging. Now you're gonna hit him with the E's, then we're gonna get what it is. He's hard, right? You sure you're not American?
Maybe Jim, also, do you view this games against the Sea Devils more as homecoming or maybe more as revenge?
Well, I mean, I did spend a little bit of time in Hamburg, but I've now been in Düsseldorf for, this is my third season now playing for Coach Still in Rhein Fire, so Düsseldorf feels like home to me now, and well, Florida is my home, but I guess it's my Heimat. My home is now Düsseldorf, but it's always a pleasure coming back here, and it's awesome. Like I said, the atmosphere, the crowd, the stadium, the field was in immaculate condition, so they're doing a great job of promoting the sport, and I want everyone to do well with building this game over here. In my time in Europe, I've seen the game continue to grow, and I want what's best for everyone, but at the same time, we want to win the games when we're in it, so yeah.
Maybe also last question, Matthew, you know something about Eric Schlon?
Yeah, so he'll see the doctors tomorrow. I guess he had a hamstring tweak, so we didn't want to push any further today. Yeah. But yeah, I think he made a record 51 yards. So he went out with a bang, you could say, right?
Alright, any more questions? Then I would say thank you for being here today, and hopefully we're gonna have a great game next week as well.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everybody.